Welcome to the Cotswolds. So here I am, a retired detective in the cozy mystery capital of the world with no murders to solve. But today marks the 8th anniversary of the launch of the Writers Detective Bureau podcast, which has been dormant for some time. But I'm reigniting the Bureau. And we're going to do it through YouTube. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, just know that we're going to start doing this as a video thing. So if you're new to the Writers Detective Bureau, well, here's the quick intro. I'm Adam Richardson, and this is the Writers Detective Bureau. So I was a police detective for 17 years. I retired in 2024. And I had the good fortune to become a consultant to television and film. And in 2024, I got hired to work on All Her Fault, the TV show with Sarah Snook and Michael Pena, which was an amazing experience. I'd done a few different movies and TV things before, working with writers' rooms and stuff, but this was the first time I was properly hired, properly paid, and worked in all manner of the pre-production, during production, and post-production stuff, which I really, really loved. But since 2024, I've also been on a bit of a personal journey, which the reason I'm telling you all of this is because going forward with the Bureau here, I want to do more than just the typical Q&A. Historically, you guys would send me questions and I would answer those questions on the podcast, which I will continue to do. Probably not in the same format, but I will continue to cover the things that you want to know. But I'm also going to kind of give you some insight into the journey, well, my journey, obviously, but just I guess the way to phrase it would be to give you some insight into kind of living the life of a detective and the aftermath of a career. Only because, not that you're writing characters that are washed up retirees, but because the life lessons that I've learned and the things I continue to grapple with are ones that I can give you perspective on that your characters may just now be going through or will be going through as you tell the stories that you're creating. And one of those big questions is, how do I reclaim my humanity? Because that's one of those things that your character is never going to get asked. They're never going to be asked, how much of your humanity are you willing to give up for this career? It's never dawned on them. It's never been asked of them. But even as a crime writer, not even as a police officer or detective, you know full well what's ahead of them. You know that the hardening of the shell, the PTSD, the cynicism, the loss of the youthful caring happens as a result of seeing the things and doing the things that we're expected to do in our careers. And we go into it blindly. I mean, we're aware that it's going to happen. But at some point, it takes its toll. And the question then becomes, how do you roll back those things? How do you soften that shell? How do you reclaim a life that is enjoyable and not so, negative an experience? I don't want to say that my experience was negative, but I certainly have had experiences that change my perspective on humanity and on human nature, tendencies, actions, violence, all of those kinds of things. So that's really what I'm aiming to do, as well as encourage you in your writing. I too am also embarking on a writing path myself. Uh, Not sure exactly what that's going to look like, but I want you along for the ride with that as well, so we can learn together. Um, it's really about connecting. Human connection, I think, is that's at the heart of my career, and it's something I then kind of backed away from in my later years. I still kind of find that I'm more antisocial than ever. uh, and this is a way that I enjoy interacting with people. But I also think in this age of AI, that we're going to see the human connection thing become much more important as we all start digging through the slop that AI throws at us, and as people will inevitably start to rely upon AI for critical thinking and communication. Was today I saw an article about um, a witness using AI to prepare for testimony in a trial in Ireland, in the ramifications of that testimony or that issue coming up in court. So yeah, really, it's just trying to connect with you, trying to uh, kind of share what I've learned and learn from you guys as we go through some of this stuff together. So thank you for being here. Well, if you found me recently, welcome. But for those of you who've been here for quite a while, thank you for the last 8 years. And I can't wait to see what this turns into. So I guess kind of the best way to wrap this up would be uh, to share the biggest red flag I've learned from helping writers. And it's when this particular question pops up. Uh, that's when I know that there's a problem with the story. So if you want to learn that red flag and see if it applies to you, check out this video.